everyone, it's Sal here. Welcome back to another perfume video. I hope you're doing well. So today I wanted to share with you my top 10 perfume picks for the summertime. If you're new to my channel, then a very warm welcome. I create new perfume videos every single Wednesday and Saturday, but sometimes I will post more often if I have extra time. So if that's something which interests you, then please don't forget to click the subscribe button below. It really helps my channel out an awful lot when you guys do that. Also feel free to activate the bell notification if you would like to be alerted every time I post a video. Guys, of course I have 10 beautiful perfumes here to show you today, and first up today I'm going to show you Alien Fusion. Now, as some of you may know if you watch my channel, I absolutely love this fragrance. I do think that this is a fantastic versatile fragrance for all year round, so literally this could be a perfect signature scent for every single month of the year, but I do really love it for summer as well, just because it's such a rich, warm, slightly spicy, sweet fragrance, but it actually works really well in the heat. I think it's not too cloying, it's not too much, even though you might think from that description that this would be too heavy to wear in the summer and things like that, but in my opinion it's not too heavy at all. This one is really versatile in my opinion, very easy to wear, such a perfect grab and go fragrance, perfect for any occasion, so it is truly versatile in every sense. So this perfume is just absolutely fantastic. If you already love that signature alien DNA, but you also like tuberose, you like sweet perfumes, and you like them to be slightly warm from spices, then I think you would absolutely love this fragrance, honestly. So that is the beautiful Alien Fusion. Next up today we have this beautiful fragrance here, Flora Botanica. Now I talk about this one a lot on my channel, you guys. It's a fantastic fragrance. It is a collection staple in my opinion. This is such a nice, refreshing, bright, uplifting, motivating, feminine fragrance. There's rose in here, there's geranium, there's cannabis, I believe. There's mint, there's all sorts of really interesting, beautiful notes going on in here, complementing one another and blending seamlessly to create this new, unusual fragrance. This perfume is really well blended, and it's actually quite hard to pick out individual notes in here. It is just so seamlessly blended, like I say. It's truly beautiful, quite bright and uplifting, but not too sharp in my opinion. Really perfect for those warmer days, for those summer months, and it's just such a bright and uplifting fragrance. This is another one of those versatile perfumes, so you could wear this to any occasion really, and you could probably wear it all year round as well, but I do think that this fragrance here is really going to come into its own in the spring and summer months, more so than the autumn and winter. But again, having said that, you could totally wear this as a signature scent all year round, but I do think particularly in the spring and summer months this fragrance is just absolutely perfect. So that is the beautiful Balenciaga Flora Botanica. Next up today we have a new fragrance which has recently been added to my perfume collection, and that is none other than the beautiful Armani Code. So I love this fragrance, you guys. I haven't actually worn it out many times yet because it is so new to my collection, but I already know that this is going to be a fragrance which I will reach for a lot over the summer in particular. It's one of those really addictive fragrances that you just want to keep smelling, if you know what I mean. It's so beautiful. And it almost has a little bit of everything going on in here. So it's quite a rich, deep, slightly powdery, enveloping, flirty, feminine fragrance, but at the same time it has a little bit of brightness, a little bit of freshness even. From, I think there's a bitter orange note in here, really amplified by that orange blossom. You have your jasmine in here as well. But like I say, it is a very deep, rich fragrance at the same time, so I believe that may come from some tonka bean. There might be some vanilla in here, some woody notes. It's really nicely balanced, and there's almost a slight hint of something reminiscent of a very luxurious shampoo in here as well, which is something which really appeals to me. So of course I love that about it. I think it's such a beautiful, feminine, flirty, alluring scent, perfect for the summertime, and I absolutely love it. So that is Armani Code. Next up today is a fragrance which, it's not one of my favourites. I do like it, I sort of like it, and I think it's really, really good to have for the summertime, and it's pleasant enough, but it's not one of my favourites. I'm not quite sure why, but that perfume is the original Olympea. So I don't know what it is about this fragrance, you guys, that kind of, I think it's the salt note in here. It's very, very salty. There's a very prominent salt note in here. which kind of complements the vanilla very nicely. It's a really nice fragrance, but it's just not one of my favourites. However, with that being said, I do think that this is a perfect fragrance for the summertime. I wore this to work the other day, and it is quite a good scent for those really warm days when you really just don't want anything too heavy, you don't want anything that's going to be too cloying in the summertime. So this is a perfect scent for those kind of occasions. I would just say be wary with this one though. You know, if you don't like salts and things like that, then you're probably not going to like this, and I would sample it if you can before you buy it, because I can see this not being for everyone. I do like it. It's so hard to explain. Like, I like this fragrance, but I don't like love it, you know. I could kind of take it or leave it, but I do think that it's a really fantastic one for the summertime. It almost has a slight cooling effect, so that's quite good. And I think, you know, this almost the saltiness in here almost reminds me of maybe a day at the seaside, like the salty seawater like splashing. Maybe you're at the beach and you're dipping your feet in the seawater. Maybe you've even gone swimming in the sea, and your hair has like that seawater in it, and it's kind of dried in, and it's got that salty seawater smell to it from the sea. That's almost what this fragrance reminds me of, because of that really prominent salt note. And it is a nice fragrance, like I say, really, really perfect for the summertime. I would actually say that for me personally, this is exclusively a summertime scent. I would never wear this any other time of the year unless there was some random heat wave or something. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of exclusively a summer scent for me. If you enjoy salt and vanilla combinations in fragrances, then I think you'd love it. But for some reason, it's not a love for me, but I do kind of enjoy it sometimes. So that is the original Olympea. Next up today, we have the beautiful Jean Paul Gaultier Scandal à Paris. Now, I have a really cute little miniature of this fragrance, and it is a really nice one. Really perfect for the summertime, you guys. Now, if you enjoy your sweet fruity scents and you like pear, then I think it's pretty much a no-brainer. You have to give this one a try, because this is really a very sweet kind of juicy pear that's been dipped in honey, basically. That's what this smells like to me. It's also kind of reminiscent to me of apple juice. It almost reminds me of some sort of really cooling, refreshing, rich, sweet fruit juice, you know, made up of apples and pears. That's what this smells like to me. Really sweet, really, really fruity, quite prominent with that honey note. And overall, this is just a very girly, kind of flirty, bubbly, happy-go-lucky type of fragrance. Very fruity and sweet, like I keep saying. Really nice for the summertime and springtime, to be honest. Just a really beautiful fragrance. So that was Jean Paul Gaultier Scandal à Paris. Next up today, we have a fragrance which I absolutely love, and that is Chloe Low. This is an Eau de Toilette concentration, however it does last very well on me. It lasts all day, especially if you spray it on clothes. I don't know exactly how long it would last just on skin. I do know that when I've sprayed it almost like a body spray, I do spray quite a lot of this when I use it, so just bear that in mind. But when I do that, it does seem to last all day on me, and it's really a truly refreshing, beautiful summer fragrance. So for me, this almost has that perfect balance of freshness with your floral aspects, your rosy aspects, your aquatic fruity nuances to it, and just overall being a very perfect, beautiful, girly summertime scent. I absolutely love this one. So to me, this smells like a really dewy, aquatic, almost slightly dreamy floral scent. There's just something very whimsical about this. When you smell it, it just will make you want to smile. I would say after testing out a fair few fragrances from the Chloe house over the last few years, I would say that this one is definitely my favourite. I've still to try the Chloe Nomad fragrances, but I've heard very mixed reviews on them. You know, I've heard some really interesting reviews describing it as smelling very like leafy and earthy and a bit musty, the Chloe Nomad fragrances I mean. So I've been kind of a bit hesitant to try those, if I'm being honest. But out of the ones I have tried, Chloe Low is definitely my favourite. I would really recommend it if you enjoy those really aquatic, delicate, soft, feminine, pink floral fragrances like your peony, your pink rose, Lychee. If you enjoy the note of lychee, I really think you would like this. If you enjoy the original Delina from Parfum de Marly, I do think you would love this one as well. They're not dupes, they're not similar, but to me they almost give a similar kind of feeling about them for some reason. This is just so beautiful, you guys. It's kind of soft as well, it's not sharp, but it's very bright and refreshing, and I just absolutely love this one. I think something really special about this particular scent as well is the fact that it has a cooling effect. Now, on those really hot days, I would love a fragrance like this. I really struggle with the heat, actually. I don't know if it's because I've lived in Scotland most of my life, I don't know what it is, but I really struggle with the heat. Anything above like 20 degrees or 25 degrees, I just can't deal with it. I need to stay cool. I bring a little handheld fan with me to work like every day, you know, I just cannot stand being too warm. So a fragrance like this, it really has a cooling effect to it. It almost feels like a cool glass of, if you imagine a cool iced glass of rosé or something like that with flower petals in it and ice and things like that, it almost has that kind of feeling about it. It's really refreshing, really kind of calming, soothing, cooling, and I absolutely love it. This is such a perfect summertime fragrance, particularly if you live somewhere really hot or you know, really, really warm. So actually, in particular, I would say if you live in a really, really hot climate, then 100% give this one a try. So that's the beautiful Chloe Lowe. Next up today is an absolutely perfect summer fragrance, you guys. This is really a fantastic summer scent, and it is none other than the beautiful Mon Guerlain Sparkling Bouquet. Now, I think this, out of all of the Mon Guerlain fragrances, this would be my #1 pick for the summertime, without a doubt. So even though this is an eau de parfum concentration, this still has a very lightweight feel to it. It does not have that same density to it that the original Mon Guerlain has. It does not have that same thick, kind of almost powdery nature that the original Mon Guerlain has. This one is completely different in my opinion. So while there are still elements in this fragrance echoing the original Mon Guerlain DNA, there are definitely elements of that in here, particularly once it's warmed up on the skin. Some of those do come out. So even though that's the case, I would say that overall this fragrance is definitely a lighter, brighter version of the original Mon Guerlain. You have your pear notes in here, there's some peony I believe, there's jasmine in here as well. This one is so nice, and particularly upon the first spray you do get that kind of refreshing brightness to it from the top notes of the fragrance. So I can't remember what else is in here in the top notes besides the pear. There might be some bergamot, but I'm not 100% sure. It definitely has a really bright, kind of happy-go-lucky feeling about it when you first spray it. Once it dries down and the hours pass, it does develop into more of an interesting fragrance, more of those other notes come out, but particularly upon the first spray you do get that pear note, which is very well done in here in my opinion. It's not too sweet, it's not your sickeningly sweet syrupy pear notes, it's not that at all. It's actually a really nicely done pear note in my opinion. This is my favourite fragrance with pear in it. This fragrance is just absolutely beautiful, you guys, and that lavender and vanilla in there kind of gives it, it anchors it a little bit, so it gives it more substance and stops it from being too light and airy, if you know what I mean. But overall, this is just an absolutely perfect fragrance for the summer. Seriously, spring and summer, it would be fantastic. I think this would make a beautiful signature scent as well. It's just so uplifting, really feminine, girly, beautiful, but still quite refined at the same time, quite interesting, and has a nod to that original Mon Guerlain DNA as well. So that is the stunning Mon Guerlain Sparkling Bouquet. We have a beautiful fragrance from the house of Mugler, and that is Alien Eau de Toilette. So this is a fantastic fragrance for the warmer months because it is not as heavy, it's not as dense, and it's not as intense as the original Eau de Parfum. So this fragrance has more citrusy notes in it, it's overall lighter in weight, it's really not as intense. Like I say, this is an easier to wear version of the original Alien, to the extent that I would actually say if you found the original Alien Eau de Parfum too much and you really didn't like it, I would still give this one a try actually, because when I first tried the original Alien Eau de Parfum, I really did not like it at all. I really didn't think I was going to be a fan of any Alien fragrance, but then I gave this one a go. I actually bought this one first before I purchased my Alien Eau de Parfum, and I fell in love with this one. Then I went back and tried the Eau de Parfum and I fell in love with that after. But I would say definitely this is an easier to wear version, perfect for all year round, but particularly the summertime. It's just a really beautiful jasmine scent, I would say. It's got some beautiful base notes as well. I believe there are some woody notes. I can't quite remember. I can't fully remember what the base notes of this fragrance are. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is so beautiful. It's a real rich, beautiful jasmine scent, slightly indolic. It does have that very signature Alien jasmine notes in here. Really beautiful, quite alluring, very feminine and seductive, I would say. The amber in here is really not that prominent, if there even is any amber. In fact, I think they might have removed the amber from the Eau de Toilette version, so it's definitely not as warm. So the amber in the Alien Eau de Parfum gives it a real kind of warmth, and this fragrance doesn't quite have that, which of course makes it easier to wear and well suited to the summer months. So that is the beautiful Alien Eau de Toilette. Up today we have the gorgeous Juliette Hazegon Lipstick Fever. Now I absolutely adore this fragrance, you guys. It's so gorgeous. I love this one. It's so unique. It's got this raspberry note in the top notes. You've got your violets in here also. Overall, this is a very makeup-y, kind of makeup compact lipstick type of fragrance. So if you enjoy those kind of smells, then I would definitely give this one a go. You can purchase this 7.5ml tester on the Juliette Hazegon website. I would really recommend doing that. You can give it a really good try with this size of sample, obviously. I still haven't even used mine up. But I absolutely love this one. It does have that lipstick, waxy, kind of luxe lipstick vibe about it for sure. It has substance to it and it's slightly creamy and powdery, but it's not heavy, which makes it really perfect for the spring and summer and all year round, of course. But I do think this is a perfect, feminine, really flirty, light-hearted, addictive fragrance for the summertime, and it's absolutely beautiful, you guys. I really love this one. I remember Chantel Tiffany once mentioned in a review of this perfume that it reminds her of a designer leather handbag, and mixed with the smell of a lipstick as well, and I would just have to agree with her description. She was really spot on with that, because I do totally agree that there are almost some leathery aspects to this scent, reminiscent of a luxurious designer leather handbag in here as well, which of course is absolutely wonderful. And overall, I just can't get enough of this fragrance, you guys. I do really want to purchase a full bottle, but I've been trying to be good. You know, I'm trying not to buy that many perfumes anymore because it was out of hand before, so I'm saying no for now. I definitely have my eye on it, and it is a fragrance that I want to purchase in the future for sure. So that is the beautiful Lipstick Fever from Juliette Hazegon. And last up today, but by no means least, we have the beautiful Sofia by Sofia Vergara, and I've just realised that in all of the videos that I've mentioned this scent, I think I always mention it last. I don't know why. But anyway, Sofia by Sofia Vergara. This is a fantastic fragrance, you guys. If you've been watching my channel, you will know what I think of it, because I just absolutely adore it, and I do mention it quite a lot. It's just so good. It's so affordable. The thing that surprises me the most, right, is when a fragrance is actually really affordable, but it smells amazing. That always shocks me, actually, because I very much am a believer of you get what you pay for. You know what I mean? But this one, it's really affordable, but it actually smells designer quality. This fragrance is amazing. To me, this is the better version of Coco Mademoiselle from Chanel. I prefer this fragrance. I would much rather have this fragrance over the Coco Mademoiselle. I think this one is better. This one is slightly creamy, it's quite rounded, it's smooth, it's not got that sharpness that Coco Mademoiselle has. I much prefer this one, and it's so much more affordable, you guys. Perfect for the summertime because it has a bright, kind of carefree, girly feeling about it. Something about this scent almost reminds me of a really refreshing peach Bellini. So if you've ever had one of those drinks, they're actually, I don't drink alcohol very often at all. I very rarely drink alcohol, but if I was going to have a drink as a treat, I would have a peach Bellini because I absolutely love them. And something about the way this smells almost reminds me of a beautiful, delicious peach Bellini, an ice cold one. slightly fizzing on a really beautiful sunny summer day. That's what this fragrance reminds me of. It's very kind of, it smells like somebody who's very put together, very on the ball, that kind of thing. Quite sophisticated as well, I would say, and it's absolutely beautiful, you guys. So that is the Stunning Sofia by Sofia Vergara. So there we have it, you guys. Those are my top 10 perfume picks for the summertime. Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. I always love hearing from you. Let me know what your favourite fragrances for the summertime are. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!